Hello, MC Knight here. Welcome to the Dragon's Lair. This is episode 18. I am here at the sorting system, and you might think that since the last episode it doesn't look like a whole lot has taken place. But let me show you a couple things. One, I decided that I was going to keep the stairs and the slabs and the walls out of the chests here. I've been bringing items over, and now I have all the way up to here. All these chests here has something in them. And these last few chests, I have the walls, stairs, and slabs in. I also made a bunch of blocks called block so that I can put them in some chests and I can block anything from going in there. The other thing that I did do was I went on a mining excursion for about an hour or two, made up a whole bunch of droppers, and so I started working some more on the system. So these two and these two are all at the same place now. I still have a lot to go, and my dilemma is now I ran out of, well, I've almost run out of observers. And before I continue on, because I know that I'm going to need 36 observers for each level, and I've got, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 levels to go. So that's 210. And yeah, I don't have enough. So I could either go on another mining excursion, or I can try another solution. My other solution is to build a cobblestone generator. So I have a little bit of an area cleared off here. I think it should be big enough. And so what I'd actually like to do is in this area make a cobblestone generator and a stone generator. In these two shulker boxes, I have everything that I will need for a cobblestone generator. This design, or at least the video that I got this idea from, is from Shulkercraft. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to start building this cobblestone generator, and I will check back in with you when I'm done. I've finished the cobblestone generator, and I ran it just a little bit. I mean, it was just a little bit, and I got all this cobblestone already. Now, you might question, why don't I just go ahead and mine for some more cobblestone again? Well, one, I could do that, but it would take me a whole lot longer to gather the cobblestone than this machine will do. Just to show you exactly how quick it is, I'm going to grab all this cobblestone out of here, and then I'm going to go up and I'm going to turn the machine on while I talk just a little bit, and you'll see just exactly how fast this farm is. It may not look the prettiest, and once again, I'll probably see about trying to do something to get it looking real nice. I'm trying to figure out, so basically about 3 blocks away and I don't take damage. So I think I can build something maybe about 3 blocks away. But anyway, I had some trouble when I first finished this. It did not work. It would shoot the TNT over the first time and it would just blow up. It didn't destroy anything on the farm, but the TNT would drop down. It broke the cobblestone and nothing really came down. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I was reading some of the comments in the video that I watched, And someone said about that for 1.20 it does work, and so I thought, okay, it should work. And then it finally, I read another comment where somebody said, if you're playing on Spigot, you need to turn on the piston duplication. And it was like, aha, okay, so now I know what I need to do. So I went into the server settings and I turned on piston duplication, and now it's working. So you can see I wasn't really talking all that long, but in just that little bit of time. Oh, there's cobblestone going into all of these chests. Okay, alright, so I didn't realize that it was filling a lot of these up. I don't know if there was some in these chests to begin with or not, but you definitely can see that in this chest here, we got over 5 stacks. So with this, I should be able to finish the sorting system and finally be able to consider that done. So in the matter of minutes, I went from this much cobblestone to this much cobblestone. So I would say that this cobblestone generator works very well. So it didn't take me very long, and now I've got a stone generator. So all I need to do is stand here and I can just keep breaking blocks and I get stone. So right now it's not very safe here if I would just stay here in AFK for quite some time, because I'm out in the open. I've been here, I did a little bit before I started recording again, and so it's not super fast. It's not near as fast as a cobblestone generator, but that's okay. It'll still be sufficient. What I plan on doing is I built off over the side here. I built all this up. I just placed dirt down. And so what I'm thinking about doing is putting a structure here, so that this section here is a little bit higher than that section. And I have a couple ideas. It's not really 100% certain what I'm going to go with just yet, but I think I'm going to make a couple changes here and there, because if I build a house or a structure here, I'm probably going to have it come right up along here. So as soon as you step in, you're on the deep slate bricks. And if that's the case, the hatch won't work on the outside. So I think what I'll probably end up doing is building the hatch right here, and then making a pathway going in. The other thing that I did was I put a door in here. So now there's easy access to come out here to this farm. I do want to start trying to build a few things in the back here, so it only made sense to put a door here so that I could keep going out this way instead of going all the way around. After a bit of time, I now have a building around the stone and cobblestone generator, and I think everything turned out pretty good. I like it. I tested it. I have not tested it with the roof on, but I'm pretty certain that's going to be okay. And nothing breaks when the machine's running. So I'll take you outside. I have stone or jungle buttons on here right now, and I'm probably going to replace those with stone buttons, I think. I'm not really 100% certain. So what I did was I've used brick stairs, stone brick walls, deep slate brick stairs, and I think everything came together pretty good. I think I like it. At first, I had used brick walls on the corners and going up in the middle here. And then I decided to try something different, and I used the stone bricks walls, and yeah, I think I like the way it's turned out. The only thing that I want to do yet is I want to put probably some brick stairs up here on the bottom, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do beyond that. I'd like to do something else up there, but I'm not really sure, just to make it stand out a little bit more, and also to do that on the front side here as well. So, and then the other thing I used was black glass panes. So I am gonna leave it at that for now. I do want to put probably a retaining wall up here. The only thing is, I wish I would have made it just about 4 blocks further this direction, because I needed to keep the wall kind of close, and whenever you go through here, you kind of have a tendency to step on the pressure plates, which I want to see if I can make deep slate pressure plates. I'm not sure if that's a possibility, but if I can, I'm going to change those out for deep slate pressure plates. If not, I'll just keep it stone. Now that this project is done, and I have been able to do a bit more with the cobblestone and stone, I've been able to make a lot more observers and a lot more repeaters, and so now I can get back to working on the sorting system. I also made a bunch more droppers, so I think that I have enough supplies now to finish the sorting system. If not, I am very, very close. Well, I wanted to continue working on the sorting system, but I found out that I have a bit of a problem. So I started putting wool in these 6 chests, these 6, and these 4. I put all the wool into the chest here, and you can see it stopped taking wool in at this point, and the wool wasn't getting over here. So let me show you what's going on in the system here. So if I go all the way to the top here, you can see these hoppers are empty and these hoppers are full. And what's happening is I don't know if I made a mistake or what it is, but in this part here, the wool keeps coming up, going across, going into this dropper, and then it just goes down into the hoppers and circles back around into these droppers and comes up, and it's in an endless loop right now. And I'm kind of not really sure how to fix that. I don't know if I goofed something up or what, but I thought I made everything the way it's supposed to be. So I've got to figure out what's going on here and see if I can fix it and go from there. So I came back here because I wanted to show you what my solution was. I took pretty much everything away. These 2 stacks of chests are here because that was everything that was in the system that I had. So I decided that I'm going to redesign the sorting system. This is what I came up with as an alternative solution. So I basically just have the normal sorting system here. I'm not doing the multi-item sorting system. I've looked at a lot of videos and just decided that I think it's just better to go with something like this. So far, I've set up the andesite granite diorite, the terracotta tuff, the quartz and the obsidian blocks, and then this kind of the specialty blocks that you make up from, like stone, granite, diorite, andesite, bricks, and deep slate, and then the glazed terracotta. Now I am missing 2 colors of terracotta. I'm missing the green and the lime green, I think it is. And I'm missing several of the glazed terracotta, which will come down and finish up here to the end. Then I've got some dirt blocks, concrete powder, concrete, honey blocks, and then all the different wools, and then some of the nether blocks and the end blocks. And then I also put in some dripstone and the skulk block. So that leaves me with 2 spots here at the end, give or take. And then what I think I'm going to do is the same as over there. I'm just going to bring the last section over here, and I'm going to have that be for the bulk storage. Well, I finished the second layer. I don't have blocks going all the way across because I don't have all these chests set up just yet. I did do the overflow over here, and so I have netherrack, cobbled deep slate, gravel, sand, dirt, cobblestone, and stone over here. I figured those are items that I'm going to get a lot of. And so I set those up over here in the overflow chest. On the second layer, I started doing wood, and then leaves, and then glass. I am not 100% certain what I'm going to do with the rest yet, but what I did over here, let me go in the back here and I'll show you what I did, because I needed to go up. And so what I did was I brought some hoppers over. I needed to drop down 1 level, and then I built an item elevator, a dropper elevator, which is absolutely silent. When it's running, you cannot hear that it's running, and I can actually demonstrate for you. Let me go in this chest, and so if I put, you can see right now the redstone torches are not blinking, but if I put dirt in here, then you see everything starts blinking, but you still don't hear anything. And then if we go over here to that dirt chest and watch, you can see the dirt comes in. Now, the only thing that I did see is when I have a whole lot of stuff coming in here, it starts backing up into these hoppers here, which is not a major issue, but it's just a little bit, the dropper elevator is a little bit slower than what the hopper speed is, but I don't expect to be dropping a massive amount of things into the chest here all the time. So I have the input chest here, and then it goes down and flows all the way around over to the dropper elevator, goes up, and then it comes around and goes up to the top here, and then follows these hoppers coming back around. Now, I am not 100% certain whether I'm going to need to do another level on this or not. If I do, then what's going to happen is I'll have another dropper elevator go over here to bring it back up to the next level and bring it around, and it'll end up over on this side. As it is now, it ends up on this side. And the reason that that's important is because I want to put a overflow chest in here just in case any items go in that aren't assigned a chest, so that they'll end up in the overflow chest and we can just pull them out from there. Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to wrap the sorting system up. It's been quite the project, considering I thought I had a good sorting system. I started with the multi-item sorting system, and it just ends up where that did not work out. And so I'm happy with this. It looks good. Rapid Sphinx and I are going to have to come in and place the floor in here at some point, which that's going to be quite the endeavor. But we're going to be doing that at some point in the near future. Hopefully in the near future. And wrap this sorting system up as much as I can. Up here on the second story of my house, you'll notice that the chests are a lot fewer. I've tried to condense the chests a bit, and with taking a lot of items over to the sorting system, I was able to eliminate some chests. And so at this point, it's getting a lot lower, and I think I'm only going to have a certain select few chests up here, probably for like some miscellaneous items that I'm not going to put in the sorting system. For instance, I don't know that I'm going to put azaleas and flowering azaleas in there. I'm not real sure about like nautilus shells. So there's a bunch of items that I'm not going to put in the sorting system that I'll probably have in chests up here. So there's going to be some chests up here. But I think up in this area, what I would like to do is at some point put an automatic brewing system in here. That's down the road because I don't have a whole lot of the material to brew items as of yet. I have a fair amount of netherwort and mushrooms. I do have a decent amount of magma cream, and I can get a whole bunch more of that. And so there's a number of items that I can get and add to it. But that's kind of what my thinking is right now. I think I'd like to do an automatic brewing system up here. And we'll see what else I end up putting up in this area. You might notice I have two chests out here right in the open. Basically, I have backup gear in here. I had said probably 2 episodes ago, I think, that once I reach 100 levels, I'm going to start doing my backup gear. And here it is. I was getting close to 200 levels. I ended up where I had a couple tools that I ended up disenchanting. And actually, I disenchanted this one. It had Fortune 2 on it. And I didn't want Fortune 2 because I already got Fortune 3 on this one. I tried to roll it again, and it came up with Fortune 3. I disenchanted it, tried it again, and put it in, and it came up Fortune 2. So what I am going to do is I have all the books that I need for all the different items. And so I'm going to go ahead and I am going to enchant my backup gear and see if I have enough levels to get me through that. Well, you can see my levels are down to 7. So I have all my armor and elytra fully enchanted. However, my sword and pickaxes and shovels and axes and hoes are not. This one's done, and this one's done, and I need to combine these two books and put on the sword yet, and then do the books on each of these tools yet. So I guess I need to do some trading or something to try to get my levels back up and finish enchanting this gear. I am down to the last enchantment that I have to do. It's on this trident. And actually, the trident is not going to be my backup gear. It's going to actually stay in my inventory at all times. And so now I can put all this stuff that I enchanted into the shulker box that is backup gear. I even made a bow and the shield. So now I got all my backup gear in the backup shulker box, and I should be good if anything should happen, and if I should happen to die. Hopefully not. So far in this world, I haven't died a whole lot, and I'd like to keep it that way. And actually, if we go into statistics, and I think its number of deaths is only 3. So I figure that's not too bad. I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. I know it's a little bit of a longer episode. A lot has happened in this episode. I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. I will catch you next time. Until then, I'm MC Knight.